Hey everyone, welcome back to our Heritage Group channel. My name is G, and today we're presenting a true all-original American classic. This is a 1979 Chevy Camaro. This Camaro is finished in beige with copper brown pinstriping and over brown leather interior. So this is a true California car. It's very clean, outside and inside, all original. The only thing that has been resprayed is the front bumper over here. But otherwise, as you could see, the paint is in fantastic shape for the age of the car. It's been pampered from day one by its current owner. His father actually used to have one of these back in the day, so he purchased one kind of to relive that dream, and has done so. He's had fantastic time with it, and now it's time for him to move on. So this is up at auction, and we're looking for its next caretaker. So starting from the outside, like I mentioned, you can see it's finished in beige gloss color. The paint itself is in great shape. There's some nicks on the front bumper and a little on the rear bumper as well, but otherwise, I mean, it's flawless for a 79. On the outside, you can see it features the 14-inch rally style wheels with BF Goodrich radial tires on there. So other aspects on the exterior, you can see any chrome trim that there is on the car is shining bright. There's no corrosion or anything like that. The windshield and the glass on the car is in great shape as well. And this is all original glass from the front windshield, the rear windshield, and the driver and passenger windows. When you come to the back side, you'll notice that the owner has added these amazing louvers on here. I think it really complements the look and makes it look so much better. These louvers actually are removable, so it's very easy to take these off and clean the windshield. You just literally unscrew these, a couple of nuts on around the outside, and you're able to lift it off. Other things to note, you could tell that the body line from the trim on the fenders to the door to the rear quarter panel, everything lines up. This is a clean title car, never been in an accident, so it's a true gem, you know, because with cars like these, they're usually torn up. You know, back in the days when these came out, it was a bunch of youngsters that just wanted to look cool, you know, and they would tear these cars up, hot rod them, built them. So this is a true original surviving example here. So the interior on this car is just as nice as the exterior, and the undercarriage for that fact. When it comes to the leather, as you can see, all the leather is intact and in great shape. I don't see any tears or anything on the door panels. All the trim, the chrome trim, everything is in great shape. Nothing has been taken apart and kind of put together in a bad way or anything like that. Everything lines up. You have your mirror controls on the door that that function properly. You have your windows, driver window, roll-up, manual window, door handle. And when you come to the inside, so you have your original steering wheel. There's no rips or anything on the steering wheel. The dash itself is all intact and no tears or cracks in the dash. All the instrument cluster pieces are there. And everything functions as it should, you know. It's really surprising to find a car like this these days. The only minor thing to note is the center console trim is starting to lift up a little bit, and there is one or two tears in the driver's seat, but again, barely noticeable. And for the age of the car, I mean, come on, you know. The rear seats are in great shape as well. The cushions all around on all the seats are very soft, and it's very comfortable to sit in, even for a long drive. So let's move on to the engine on this car. Okay, so this Camaro is fitted with the 305 V8, and when it comes to drivability and the way it runs, it's very smooth, like a fine-tuned clock. It doesn't sputter or anything like that. It drives, I mean, it's ridiculously smooth, you know. When I first drove it, I was expecting more of an American muscle vibe to it. Although it has the oomph, the power to get up and go, it's surprisingly very comfortable too, you know. As far as the reliability factor, we've put in about maybe 50 to 80 miles on the car up until now, and through LA and driving it through traffic or up around the mountain roads, it's no problem. You know, there's no overheating factor, there's no slipping from the transmission or anything. But we would like to note that there is an oil leak from the transmission oil pan gasket, and there is also a small leak from the power steering as well. Otherwise, everything else checks out. Okay, so now that we're in here, let's take it on a drive and see how it goes. Starts right up every time. Let's put it in gear, in reverse, and get out of here. So I guess we could start with the suspension, since we're going over some bumps over here, and talk about that first. So as far as suspension, this is all original. The car is all original, and the shocks are original shocks. It's not the original ones that came with it. They have been replaced at some point, but it's not upgraded or anything like that. As far as how they are over bumps, it's very soft, very smooth. It's very comfortable, you know. On first thought, it doesn't feel like a crude American muscle car that you think of when you think Camaro, you know. It's actually very comfortable, and it's a great cruiser. That's the 305 engine, the 305 V8. And the power for this car is fantastic. I mean, the car itself isn't crazy heavy, so the power is there, and it's pretty agile, you know. The steering is very sharp and responsive. I mean, as soon as you turn the steering wheel, the car just wants to turn. And the shifting is very smooth. I don't feel any kicks or anything whenever it shifts through the gears. Shifts very smooth, and no slips, no grinding or anything like that. This is an auto. I believe it's a 3-speed auto, and I mean, overall it's a fantastic car. It's overall very comfortable car to be in. I could see anyone taking this on a long road trip, no problems. Have the time of your life, you know. Everything is original, like I mentioned previously. And this is looking for its next caretaker. So if you have any questions, please make sure to either leave them in the comments below or hit that contact seller button, and let us know, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Otherwise, if this is your first time bidding, make sure to get your bid in. Don't wait until the last minute, because the clock resets once it gets below the 2-minute mark. Otherwise, happy bidding, and we're looking forward to seeing this go to its next caretaker.